She is a home makeover maven, an organization queen, and our favorite domestic lifestyle influencer. We'd like to welcome back Nikki Boyd, founder of At Home with Nikki. You can watch her fabulous YouTube videos and learn something new every day. She's here with us now. Great to see you.
Hi, Leyla. It's so great to be here.
You've just released a new book that comes out next month. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited. Super excited.
Before we get into this book, maybe you could just remind everybody who you are, what it is that you do, because if our viewers haven't seen your YouTube channel, they must. They need to subscribe. They'd be part of a growing number of subscribers, I should say, to this channel. Fantastic work.
Thank you so much. It has been an amazing journey, which I started out as a military spouse, and when my husband retired, he was like, it was time for me to follow my dreams. And one day I just picked up the camera and started recording myself doing whatever I was doing around my house. That is what I shared, and picked up a big following, which then transitioned into me opening my professional organizing business and writing 3 books.
It's amazing. 3 books later. And remind everybody how many subscribers you have.
Oh, I'm almost at, I'm at 500,000, but I'm almost at that 550,000 mark.
That's incredible. What we should also point out is the fact that you are local to the Low Country. So one of these days we're going to have you come in studio, and we can't wait for that. But you are famous. You're an influencer in the space. And if anybody wants to work on their home, if they are worried about tackling a DIY project, they really do need to watch you, because your videos have evolved. It's not just about organization. I mean, you get right into construction, demolition, completely changing the way your home looks inside. So you work with your husband a lot, is that right?
Absolutely. You know, we're partners when it comes to the home, and you know, we've always desired to have that home where we didn't have to move. And with the military, every 2 to 3 years you move. And so when we did get that home, it was like we could experiment. We could do our own projects. We didn't always have to bring someone in. And it just has been such a huge blessing, and we've learned so much and made mistakes, but it really has been just a great journey, you know, in our home.
And it's so much fun to watch too. And can you tell everybody what the most difficult or challenging or even the biggest home project you've tackled is to date?
Yeah. By far, I would say the kitchen, because that's such a hub of the home, and it's a scary DIY to take on yourself, because you're like, if I mess this up, this is my, the hub of my home. And so I think that was probably our scariest, and it actually turned out the best.
It's so beautiful. You really did a beautiful job. How long would you say it took you to do your kitchen?
It was a couple of weeks, but it wasn't like it was a drawn out. We set our goals, we set the timeline, and we pretty much hit it.
Sounds like organization was part of it.
Yeah.
The fact that you redid your kitchen in a matter of 2 weeks, you were very organized in which you did it. So people need to just follow your steps and they can get it done. How many videos do you think you've put together so far?
Oh, I'm over 680 at this point. Yeah.
And in the process of doing all that, you've written 3 books. What are the first 2?
The first one is Beautifully Organized, and that's where I take you through every room in your home and share with you how to bring that beautiful organization to your home. And it's more than just kind of putting a bin or a basket in a pantry. It's more so about how creating that haven for yourself. When you come home, you feel good about your space and your family feels good about it. And so, that's a lot of what the book is about. And then the second book, My Beautifully Organized Home Planner, is what plays off of that. That's the tool that you use to implement the organization. So it's actually a planner that helps you along. And then the third book moved into work. We're out of the home, and now it's about our work life, because we spend so much time at work.
That's
and
right.
So it's so important to really, think about having a beautiful work life.
Absolutely. And this is a great place to take a break. I want to go to commercial here, because when we come back, we're going to be talking about your newest book, Beautifully Organized at Work, with Nikki Boyd. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. We've been chatting with domestic goddess Nikki Boyd, who's just released her third book, Beautifully Organized at Work. Congratulations on this. You started off with your first book, which was Beautifully Organized at Home, and you are the most organized person I think I have ever met. You have a place for everything and everything in its place, and it's so seamless and beautiful. You've often referred to your home as your sanctuary, and people should look at their workspace as the same way. Tell us more about this new book.
Yes, Beautifully Organized at Work is the sister book to my first book, Beautifully Organized for the home. And so I really wanted to create that tool where we could stop, really thinking of work as work, and how it could, because it consumes so much of our life, and how we can really just have a beautiful experience, have organization, and after the year that we have had, and there's been so many changes in how we work, so many people working from home, I really, focused a lot on, how to work beautifully no matter where you work. If you're a truck driver, if you work in retail, if you work in a hospital, everyone, just creating that environment that really helps you be productive and happy in your work, environment, even if you're working from home.
That's really interesting. You mentioned being a truck driver. How do you stay so organized and zen when you're on the go?
Yeah, and there's so many tools out there now to make working on the go just simplified and efficient. And it goes with having the right work bag. That's your office, your mobile office, having that mobile office, whether it's in your truck or in your car, setting up what you need to work, and not over what you need, but just what you need to function. And in the book, I even talk about how to work in coffee in Starbucks, how to go to Starbucks, and the tips on how to work in a coffee shop, and get things done. So I tried to capture everyone's situation in this book and really help provide tips and motivation.
You haven't left anybody out. You haven't left anybody out. You do have a couple of launches coming up. What is the first one? That one's a virtual one.
I wanted to do a virtual launch so that I could really celebrate with everyone, because a lot of my viewers, which I call my friends, are all over. And so I wanted to do something to be able to celebrate with them. So I'm going to do a virtual launch party. And it's going to be exciting to where we can really just celebrate the book, and I can talk about the book and answer any questions. So.
Most definitely. That's going to happen Friday, July 16. That's at 1 to 2:30 p.m. That's Eastern time. And it's going to be on your YouTube channel.
Absolutely.
Right? At Home with Nikki. Okay. It's free. But you're also going to have an on-site book launch party. When and where is this going to be held?
This is actually going to be at the At Home with Nikki office, where a lot of the book is, the photography is here at the office. And so it'll give everybody the opportunity to kind of see the office. It's going to be kind of an open house setting to say, stay safe and really be able to enjoy and talk with everyone. So, it's going to be fun.
They're in for a treat to meet you in person. Okay, I got to ask you, Nikki, what is your next project? You do something all the time. I know one of your latest bigger projects was the master bath. You've completed that. Looks wonderful. What's next?
Oh, well, since I'm having teenagers this summer, I'm having teenagers come in. So we're actually transitioning my home office into more of it's going to look kind of like a dorm room for the summer. So to house the teenagers that are coming in to stay with me for the summer. And then actually I'm moving into doing some celebrity homes, organizing outside of my home and moving into organizing celebrity homes. And so that's really been exciting.
Oh gosh, that's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to see when you walk in what disarray it's going to be like, and the magic touch that you're going to leave it with before you go.
Yes.
That'll be exciting. Terrific. Nikki, it was such a pleasure to see you again. Congratulations on your new book.
Thank you so much.
We're back in 2 minutes.